What's up, everybody? Welcome back to today's Reset Channel, where we react to other reactions that are already out there. And you will be getting the rawest reaction there is out there. I ain't doing no editing it. If I fumble, I fumble. If I stumble, I stumble. I'm gonna get up and keep on going. Hello, let's get into it.
Bro said streamer university made me realize how disgusting content creators are. I kind of gotta agree with you, pimp.
All right. So Pete, this is the thing that's really making me the most mad about the Stream University
Say
thing.
all of them, not all of them.
It ain't making me mad. I
For
don't care
one,
that much.
content creators are
Me
disgusting.
neither.
For sure.
Yes, I am a content creator myself, but you will never catch me doing some shit that I don't want to do just because it's gonna boost my numbers up. If you ever
That's it.
And that's all I gotta say. That's the main point I will say, bro. That's the main thing I
catch me
say.
doing some crazy shit, it's because I feel like it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But the reason why I don't fuck with like 99% of the people that's at that Stream University shit is because most of them don't give a fuck, and they will disrespect people that they wouldn't disrespect off camera.
Yep.
They would start shit that they wouldn't start off camera.
Yep.
And they would say shit that they wouldn't say off camera. Like just a whole bunch of shit that they would do going against their morals because they know that everybody's recording. Everybody got their cameras out, so if you do and say the right shit, you act a certain way.
I'm gonna go viral.
You know it's going to be posted on TikTok and it's going to get millions of likes and views.
Right.
And your numbers are going to go up.
Right.
You feel me? Am I wrong for?
No,
am
you're
I
not wrong.
It don't mean nothing if you don't know how to monetize it. A lot of people be doing that crazy stuff for clicks and views and don't know how to monetize.
For accepting me having 50 viewers or some shit on Twitch than having 50,000 but not being myself?
No, nigga, that's exactly how I feel, bro. That's exactly how I might have to, let me find out what this nigga Instagram is. I might have to, you feel me? We might have to do some shit. These are the type of niggas who you will see me collaborating with and working with and becoming friends with. Because I would rather, like, don't get me wrong, and I appreciate y'all support more than y'all would ever understand. Because my dream came true. I have 800, right now I have 870,000 subscribers on this channel. I get about 7 million views a month. That is insane. I would rather stay at this exact same point on this channel than to sell my soul, which what I would feel like is selling my soul, to do something that I don't want to do every single day.
Mm-hmm. Plus, if you be consistent, it'll pay off. Be consistent and save up and put back into your craft.
In order to get a little bit more money, or I don't give a fuck how much more money it is, bro. I'm not doing something that I'm uncomfortable doing for some money. It's not happening. Mm-mm. It's not happening. I will figure out a way like this. I will take the long route. If it take me until I'm 40 years old, 50, 60 years old, until I get to the amount of money that I truly want, which is $100 million, that's just how long it's going to take, bro. But I'm not changing up my morals. I'm not going to do something I'm uncomfortable with doing. I'm not going to act like a completely different person and change my entire identity based off of, because that's what most people do. Niggas change their identity based off social media, especially, bro. Oh my God. Niggas start talking different, dressing different. They got different hairstyles. They say different shit. They act completely different. They listen to different, whatever internet tells you is cool, that's what you do. Whatever is popular. If Young Boy put his hair like that, I'm gonna put my hair like that. If Young Boy come out with this and say we ain't doing this, I ain't doing that no more. If it get cool to get married, I'll get married. If it's cool to have 100 hoes, I'm not on that wave.
Am I wrong for that? Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. Like I'm seeing all these, bro. I'm seeing grown ass men with
they
kids. Know they wouldn't do if nobody was recording, man. Like
listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you.
That's what I was saying about Dean earlier. He stayed doing some fruity stuff. You can be who you're gonna be, but bro, acting wild for the camera, that's weird. Not being who you are, it's weird.
And he be wearing wigs and shit, but he's not gay. You feel what I'm saying? Would I do that shit? Hell nah.
Say it again.
You feel what I'm saying? Would I do that shit? Hell nah. Isn't any of my Playboy Max situation, right?
Preach, nigga. I'm glad you brought it up.
So I guess he got diva tatted on his body and he be wearing wigs and shit, but he's not gay. You feel what I'm saying? Would I do that shit? Hell nah. Is it any of my fucking business? Hell nah.
True.
If I had a problem with it, which I shouldn't, because that's a grown-ass man. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do.
On him.
But if I somehow did in some dimension, I would pull him to the side and talk to him about it, or talk to him via private DMs about that shit. Not in front of hundreds of thousands and potentially millions of people once it's posted on TikTok. That was disrespectful. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I wholeheartedly believe.
Like I said, I have two sides of that. First, some of me says that. Part of me says that it's damn near was necessary for him to say it on camera, and part of me say that he should have did it off camera. I think I'm leaning more towards the do it off camera side of things, but I'm kind of pondering on that back and forth a little bit.
A lot of these grown ass men at Streamer University would get their booty played in if enough ad revenue, subs, and views were attached to it.
Absolutely.
Let guy come out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, I can boost your view count from 39 to 39,000, but I gotta play in your ass." Niggas gonna be like,
"Yeah, bend it over."
You know what I'm saying?
Spreading them cheeks open. That's crazy work.
I believe that though. Whoever this OJ dude is, I guess he walked up to him in the middle of his stream and he called that shit out on camera and he called him a demon and shit, okay? Out of whack. But the thing that I got I
don't think it was
the problem with the most is the fact that he could have pulled him to
Everybody be looking at the wrong shit. OC, OG, whatever his name was, he had no business saying nothing to do with him anyway. Bro had a person on his own, so how could you judge him? Everybody keeps talking about it. Bro had a person on his own. Everything he says goes out the window after that.
The side for a couple minutes. If he genuinely had a problem with that shit, I mean, he could have texted him. He could have pulled him to the side off camera for a couple minutes. That's cool. But nah, just because all these content creators, streamers know that it's gonna be a clip, they doing it. He probably wouldn't even have said that shit if nobody was on camera. If nobody was streaming,
that's a fair point.
A lot of shit wouldn't have happened. A lot of fights wouldn't have started.
I don't know. I don't know if he would have said that on camera or off camera. I don't know. But I do think the lines get blurred with streamers though. It get to a point where you don't know if this is this nigga for real or if it's not. You feel?
I feel like if he knew him personally, yeah, put him to the side. But if he doing stuff on stream where millions of not just millions of people, millions of kids to be watching that, then yeah, say something to him on stream. So those little kids that think that's cool doing that, they know, yo, that's not cool. But like I said, bro can't say nothing. He had on the purse.
Now, like the scheduled fights, like the shit that's supposed to happen, like that's cool. But people that's purposely starting shit just because they want drama to happen because they know that's what's gonna make the views and ad revenue and subs go up, bro. Like that's just fucking I just never respected that. I'm not even one of those people. I'm not even one of those woke people that say that everybody that has success automatically sold their soul. Because I got that shit too.
Raw footage.
When I blew up on YouTube in 2022 and shit, I had comments saying, how the fuck this dude just came up on my feed out of nowhere? He must have sold his soul. People don't believe in like instant success. And I understand that, but that's very possible with this whole modern internet shit. Anybody can do it if you got the right talent and you entertaining and you got the right personality, yada yada, right? That's as close as that you're gonna get as to selling your soul, if anything, bro, because you're going against your morals.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that.
Dudes on there.
And that's another reason why I'm concerned about Blackboy Max, because it was a point in time where he has a clip that this is what people keep going over niggas' heads. He has a clip that went viral a long time ago where he said a lot of them niggas in FaZe was trying to play gay games with him and do this and do that. And he said he would never go against his morals. And
I remember that.
He was uncomfortable with that. And then a year later, he's on stream doing the exact same things that he said he was just uncomfortable with, and he just said that was just against his morals, which I think personally could be a reason why he even cried about that situation in the first place. You feel me? Because if you tell me you have a set of morals in 2023, and then in 2024 or 2025, I see you doing everything that you always said you were completely against, I'm gonna be worried about you guys.
Women. Like everybody on there, not everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody, but most of the people that's over there is really just doing shit for clips.
Of course.
And it's just, every time I even try to tap in and watch a little bit, it's just somebody doing the most because they know somebody's gonna talk about it. But yeah, that Playboy Mac situation with him acting the way he acts and dude calling him a demon and shit, like that was just out of pocket, bro. Like people should be able to just be themselves, and whether he not gay, but whether he gay, whether he fucking straight, like whether he all that, like that's his fucking problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, why would you have to, especially knowing that all these people, not even concurrent viewers, right? You're gonna have like 40,000 people watching, but there's thousands of people clipping it at that moment. So tens of millions of people is gonna see that shit that same day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least in the next couple of days. And he knows that, and he still went out of his way to go on a few-minute rant about how he shouldn't be this and this isn't him and shit. Who the fuck is that nigga to tell him who the... You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh no, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it got to do with the delivery too. Because if he had said it in a different way, in a different manner, to where Playboy Max could actually respond, so they can have a conversation about it. He didn't have to go off you demon and all that other. Because brother smiling until the end, and he just shut down.
I just feel like he wouldn't have said that shit if the cameras weren't recording. I feel like a lot of those content creators wouldn't be jumping into fucking fountains. They wouldn't be starting fights for no fucking reason. They wouldn't be disrespecting females. They wouldn't be breaking shit. They wouldn't be doing all this extra shit if nobody was recording. Even the lucky small streamers, which I still believe they had a connection to get in there. I don't even know.
Me too.
I could be completely fucking wrong.
Yeah, me too.
But like even the small streamers that's in there, if like they acting like they not fanned out or whatever, but like if the cameras aren't recording, they'll be straight dick eating all those content creators there. They fans of all them niggas there. You know what I'm saying? But since everybody's recording, they walking up to them randomly with a phone in their hand like this, like yeah, you a bitch, and all that extra shit. Just, you wouldn't even act like that if nobody was recording, bro, because you know somebody's gonna clip it up and be like, or you gonna clip it up yourself and be like, Tyler 007 disrespects Kai in his own university. You know what I'm saying? Like some bullshit like that will get 500,000 fucking likes, and they know that's gonna happen, bro. That's what pisses me off the most. That's it, though. I'm not even gonna go too much far into it, bro. It just, content creators real life make me sick to my fucking stomach, and it makes me want to yak. I swear to God, y'all can believe me if y'all want, bro, but I real life would rather chill with the small amount of people that I be streaming with, than be fake as hell and go against all my morals and have thousands of people in my stream. Suck my fucking dick, bro. All these content creators are just clip peasants. They're just slaves to TikTok clips. Yeah. And I'm not saying don't clip yourself. I'm not saying that.
Right. I know what you're saying.
I have a clip page myself. But I have always pushed, if you're going to be a streamer, be yourself on stream. And then whatever funny shit happens naturally and organically, then
see, I will speak against that though. I don't think everything has to be natural or organic, because it's content, bro. Sometimes you're supposed to plan this. Sometimes you're supposed to plan certain things and have a certain script. There's nothing wrong with having a script. The problem comes when you just become like, when you just doing overly extra shit. When you just doing over the most. That's when, to me, it becomes a real problem, because it's like, bro, you doing too much, gang. Like he said, you jumping in the fountains, you getting loud, you acting like you tough, you starting fights with people, you breaking shit, you doing all this. Like, if y'all gonna do the content, script it out. You know what I'm saying? This gonna happen, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, and we gonna go our separate fucking ways and going on with our rest of our life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's nothing necessarily wrong with scripting content. I don't think a streamer has to be 100% authentic. It's certain things that I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like, when the camera turns on, you are supposed to transform into a character. So, like, I understand what he's saying to an extent. I agree with most of what he's saying. But you are supposed to transform into a character when the camera comes on. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'd always use movies and shit like that. Like, Brad Pitt ain't really killing people for real, but when he playing in this movie, shorty, he's a crazy killer. You know what I'm saying? It was a person who played Jeffrey Dahmer. He's supposed to action and turn into a new person and then cut and then go back to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily think that it's a problem with that. I think it's just a problem with people going, number one, going against their morals. Number two, doing extra lame, goofy shit. And everybody got their own opinion of what's lame and what's not, what's goofy and
Yeah,
what's not, what you know what I'm saying, what's acceptable and what's not.
depending on your common sense level.
But just from my one person, as a one person, my independent opinion, I feel like a lot of this shit be lame. Y'all take shit too far 9 times out of 10. Y'all willing to act like y'all gay. Y'all willing to do anything for these
That's
clips.
what I'm
And it's a
saying.
fine line between playing a character.
Dean the Great stay doing that. Do your homework on how many times a day Dean the Great act like he get just for the clicks and views and for everybody to clip and then uh what they say clip farming and shit like that. That shit just sad.
And just do anything for a clip. Do anything for your chat. Do anything for a few dollars. You feel me? And that's what I think is or just being fake. That's what I think. Like just being overly fake, like acting like you care about some shit you don't care about, acting like
Hmm.
acting like you gay when you
Yeah.
really not, acting like you straight when you really not. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like that's to the point where it get to a point where it's like, okay, you want some weirdo lame shit a little bit. Like you doing too much type shit. You feel me? Like I don't understand what's so hard about just being yourself. You feel me? Everybody got a different side of themselves. So when I come on camera, I'm usually loud and I'm telling jokes and I'm cracking jokes. I'm not like that 24/7. But when the
I'm not. I'm the same guy. Born and all that. I mean, sometimes off camera I might be doing something. It depends if I'm with my kids or not. But by myself, I'm quiet as it. You don't know I'm there. I'm in, I'm out.
camera come on, for sure, I'm out there. Hey, turn on, let's go crazy. You feel? Like everybody gonna act a different way. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You could be the realest nigga in the world. You're going to act and say different things when the camera's on and when the camera's off. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. You could be the realest nigga on earth. You're not gonna say certain things that you would say to your friends if you on camera on a live stream with 1 million people. You're not gonna say the same things you would say in a room with your wife if you on camera and live stream
Yeah,
full of a
I
million
don't know.
fucking people.
Yeah. Certain stuff, just you not gonna say on camera, yo, or do on camera. But what they call it, Gen Z, they don't give a. Come on now, they doing all. It was a little kid, 2 days ago. He got shot. I don't know if he made it or not up in Danville, Virginia. Shot. Hey, my condolences to them. I don't know what happened, but that's sad. Young kid too. I'm talking about like I don't even want to put an age on it, but it was a real young kid, a baby that got shot. You know, I don't know if it was drive by or what, but the news reported a baby was shot in the head. They didn't say he was passed or none of that. They just said the baby was shot in the head. So prayers to the family, y'all.
Of 1 million people. It's gonna be a difference. But it's a fine line between staying true to yourself. And when I say stay true to yourself, stay true to your morals and your principles, than to completely change and be who. Like that's basically my main issue. If you willing to be whoever the chat tell you to be, if you willing to be whoever the stream tells you to be, whoever the internet tells you to be, that's when it's a problem.
Clip that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can, get that posted or have somebody post that for you or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Don't force anything, because if you force yourself doing, I've been saying this 2 years, bro. You force yourself doing shit that you wouldn't do if you wasn't on stream. About time you want to be yourself and you're burnt out, you done pulled the wrong audience. They still
Mm-hmm.
they came for the
The
fake you.
bullshit.
You want to be the real
Mm-hmm.
you now. They're not
Mm-hmm.
here for that shit. Now your
Uh-huh.
views gonna drop and you fell off,
Yep.
dickhead.
That's what usually happens. That's what usually happens. Somebody like, and that's why I think a lot of streamers be like, a lot of these content creators behind the scenes are like halfway depressed because they feel like every time they get camera they gotta be somebody completely different than who they want to be. See, it's different for an actor, because an actor, if you go into a movie, you playing this character during the movie, you going with this script during the movie, and then you go home. With these streamers, Imagine having to be somebody else 24/7. These motherfuckers streaming 24/7. Some of these niggas. Some of these niggas streaming 24/7, 24 hours a damn day. You know what I'm saying? And when they do regular shit, when they just they self, when they just play the game, when they just do reactions, when they just talk and they speak their truth, when they talk about how real, like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody want to watch them. But when
this is like the boy that cried wolf,
gay, or when they acting like, you know, they acting like a fake, just a fake version of they self. That shit, I can imagine that shit can be depressing as hell. Can you imagine waking up having to put on a mask and be a different person every day, all day? Which is why I think Playboy Max responded that emotionally. Because somewhere in the between, maybe he's not comfortable or whatever the case is, but he's a different person on camera than who he truly is. Maybe he trying to hide some shit. Maybe he doing stuff because it's on camera and that's fucking with him. I don't know what the case.
Maybe he signed a contract where he got to do stuff like that for the money that he got coming in, and they boost him up. Maybe.
Is, bro. But
allegedly,
I know it's better to have 100,000 followers and get 10,000 views per video. Being yourself than it is to have 10 million followers and get 1 million views a video being somebody completely different. Having to act, because that shit'll fuck with you to the point. That's why a lot of actors have to go to therapy for that shit, bro. Because they get so embodied in that character that they just lose themselves. They forget who they are for real. Like, damn, I really don't like these clothes, but I know the stream gonna like it, so fuck it. Damn, I really don't want to go over here with these niggas and do this, but I know the stream gonna like it, so come on. And you start going, every place you go is because of a stream. And that's why I fuck with, I'll leave him out when I talk about niggas. I fuck with Speed very, very heavily because I'll show you something, bro. Speed do what the fuck he want to do when he want to do it.
And he be in his own world.
Speed loves soccer. So yeah, of course he getting paid for this shit for sure. They paying the fuck out of him to promote all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But Speed like wrestling. Look at this shit. Speed went 30 days exploring all of Africa. This is what he want to do. And he just going, damn, Randy Orton look old as fuck. But this is what he want to do, bro.
You get millions of views.
This is what he wants to do. When you go on his live streams, bro, and of course he playing a character. Of course he clip farming. Of course he, you know what I'm saying, doing this, doing that. But he doing whatever he want to do, gang. If he want to go to Croatia, he going to Croatia. If he want to go fucking skydiving, he going skydiving. If he want to go scuba diving, he going scuba diving. If he want to sit here and play the game, he going to play the game. Like, he do what the fuck he want to do, and I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Charleston White lost
he really did.
A lot of supporters. A lot of people is done with Charleston White after this recent interview where he spoke on Nolan Wells. What Charleston White said about Nolan Wells is one of the most horrific, despicable, disgusting things I think I ever seen on the internet. This is not
audio said like that.
Now I don't know what Charleston White's motivation.
He don't have no motivation. He just want clout, boy.
That wasn't my audio. That was Max. That's why
he act like it's for a good cause and he's saying something right and all this. He just want clout. He just want people to talk about him. He don't even mean 99% of the shit he say, which I think is just clown behavior. You know what I'm saying? To be a grown ass, old ass man, damn near is like.
I don't know what his desire was when he spoke on this, but this is just terrible. This is really bad.
Every time I've been around all white people. I ain't never been the butt of the jokes in the week. They only do mean white people don't pick on strong black people.
Charleston White just be talking.
What?
But just talking in regards to rappers and entertainers is one thing.
Right.
But just talking when it comes to an 18-year-old kid who just lost his life,
right.
Possibly in a tragic fashion, is crazy, bro.
I don't know about that. Because white men see you in the store. They don't care what you do. A certain one of them.
Right.
They don't care how old they are. They don't like it. They don't like you. So I don't know nothing about
disappointed. There's no excuse for it. Yo, the amount of attention or clips that Charleston White might have gotten from just talking
Like all of them will try you for real. Is what I'm saying.
about this situation
I don't know what he talking about.
or being as inflammatory as possible, it's not worth the amount of pain that you're about to cause to that kid's family, bro. That
Not
kid's
for
family got to
real.
turn on YouTube and hear you call their son a tap dancing a sellout. There's been so many updates and evidence and things that have came forward in regards to this Nolan Wells situation that Charleston White could have spoke on, but instead he chose to speak on something that does not exist. There's no evidence, no proof, nothing about this situation that has came forward points to Nolan Wells being this tap dancing sellout black kid who was so submissive to white folks that that's why they murdered him.
What does that even mean? What does that mean?
I didn't even hear the white supremacists try to push this. Like, it wouldn't make it any better, but if this was already an existing narrative that Charleston White chose to latch onto,
right,
then I guess you could, again, it's still inexcusable, but you could somewhat see where he was going.
Right.
But this is a narrative that he created himself, and he's attempting to spew. Now, he just doesn't stop at sellout and tap dancing. Charleston White would even assume and make assumptions about Nolan Wells' sexuality, which to me is just out of line, bro.
They put him in jail. So if that was in that water and they were treating him like that, when I look at the pictures and how he was sitting on the boat, they've been him. Yeah. And the daddy probably him too, because he looked filming him in the mulatto boy. This come dead up on the boat with the white folks.
Nolan Wells.
Yeah, he looked filming them like they
based on the way he's sitting with the white
men, like they putting that,
monkey in the middle.
Everybody that boy on the boat. He don't.
Yo, every time something happened in the world when it's black versus the Caucasians, he always, like, at first he tried to, like, when it came to Carmelo, he's playing the bad guy first. Then he wanted to play the good guy. Then he's been back to being a bad guy. There it is. You know what I'm saying? George Floyd, not Andrew Martin. What's that? Trayvon Martin. Like, he be trolling, yeah. He do it because everybody keep watching him. Everybody keep giving him views, and he know it's gonna jump in the algorithm like that. He gonna get paid, and everybody keep reacting to it and keep giving him a reason to go get on the interviews, yeah. So it's everybody's fault. Like, all of us that keep watching it, it's our fault, but it's entertaining. But you got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
On the boat, and he
ain't learned that yet.
Charleston White created a made-up scenario.
He ain't learned that, and he don't give a damn.
Charleston White is a goofy, gang. Charleston White is a goofy.
Yeah.
Created
and for you to be a grown-ass man doing this and saying this type of shit about something serious, like, why you don't go just joke about Lil Durk, joke about Future, joke about, you know what I'm saying, all them people. Don't joke about people that lost their life, gang. I don't understand, like, why you got to do that? Why, like, you know what I'm saying? Why you got? You're not the most viral person in the world, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not funny. Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues.
If y'all ain't did it by now, what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to hit that like button. It's probably hold on, it's gonna be on this side. This is it's gonna be over there. Yeah, right there. Click that like button, yeah. Oh, subscribe button over there if you're on the TV. But you gotta look down there if you're on your phone. You did it yet? I'll wait.
Can't believe that he said sometimes.
Fake relationship dynamic, and then based off his fake scenario that he created in his mind, he then stuck accusations on Nolan Wells. See, we don't need to dignify Nolan Wells being buck broken by his friends. We don't even got to dignify that, because clearly his cap is nonsense, is BS, right? It's absolutely nonsense. But I'll blame y'all. See, Charleston White continues to do these interviews where he spew these nonsense, where he goes off on people, where he lie on people, where he says the most offensive thing possible, even about the dead, because y'all continue to watch and enable him. Now, I'm not calling for anybody to be canceled. I'm just calling for people to do better. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen or watch Charleston White. I'm saying, can you not support or give Charleston White the attention when he does things like this? The only reason why he continues to do this is because he understands there's no consequences.
Right.
Like, he understands, at the very least, all y'all will say is, Charleston, that's messed up, bro, and then go right back to watching the next episode and the next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all at least take away the attention he gives for doing things like this, he's gonna stop doing it. Yo, Charleston White did the exact same thing to Carmelo Anthony, where he disrespected Carmelo Anthony, he violated him, said the meanest things about him, and then when Carmelo Anthony was receiving a lot of favor and it was kind of like positive and lucrative to be on his side, Charleston White switched sides. Now all of a sudden he's pro Carmelo Anthony. He's a spokesperson for Carmelo Anthony,
right?
And then he switched sides again and went against Carmelo Anthony. Like, I don't know if this is just like the play to where he says these things about Nolan Wells, and then the family reach out, and then all of a sudden he has this come to Jesus moment, and now he's a spokesperson for Nolan Wells' family.
All that shit.
But
fake,
I hope this don't happen. Like, I hope the family don't fall for the bait. Don't invite Charleston White in, because yo, this is just too. Carmelo Anthony is one thing because Carmelo Anthony is alive and well, even though he's in prison.
Right.
But doing this to a kid who is dead, who you don't even understand the kid's cause of death yet. But yet you're saying because he was a quote unquote, or because he was a quote unquote tap dancing sellout, that's why he's dead. When you don't even know the reason why he's dead, it's flagrant and foul. And if anybody supports this, bro, y'all are flagrant and foul too.
Charleston White is a sellout.
He's sitting up there like the hoe. He ain't with his shirt off, with showing, bullying everybody like Adrian Broner do the white folk. He on there in the middle and all the way, and the way they talking to him in the water, let you know he was a weenie folk for that. Man, come on now.
So loss of masculinity looks like.
What you mean loss of masculinity?
What the fuck does that have to do with? Who cares if he gay or not? He's dead. What the hell? He passed away, bro.
Yeah,
and it's a suspicious passing.
Yeah.
What the fuck does him? Whether he's like boys, girls, green, blue.
Don't matter. Everybody telling lies about it.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I can't take the grown man serious because one minute he Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and he's pro black people and pro this and pro that, and he doing all this quote unquote fake ass political shit, and then he turn around and be disrespectful as hell, and then come back around and say I was just playing.
He's just trying to get paid.
Man, he never had it like you said. He looked like
he looked like a gay athlete.
Nolan Wells had a strong father figure in his life, a strong father who taught him how to be a man. No doubt about that. Nolan Wells was described as a leader on every football team he was on, including his high school team and the current team he's on right now. Do you understand what it takes to be a leader of a locker room in football? Football is a gladiator sport. Football is a man's sport. Football is the most violent sport ever. When you touch a football field, it's war.
Yeah.
So if you are the leader of a locker room of men who are going to war, how can anybody question your masculinity? How can anybody question like what you're made of? And the worst part about this too, though, is me actually responding back to this as if this is like not just nonsense, right? Yeah. Like me actually giving like thoughtful, laid out responses about Nolan Wells, as if Charleston White isn't just making it up as Charleston White is just making this up on the spot.
Yeah,
he's just speaking just to talk. He's talking just to rile people up.
He's a goofy, bro.
Now I don't know the person that was interviewing Charleston White because that didn't appear to be Terrence Gangster Williams' voice, because so I don't think that was Terrence Gangster Williams. But you also gotta question the interviewer, bro. Like, son, like,
why they ain't say something?
Like, Charleston White is one thing. Like, Charleston White doing what he does is one thing.
Like,
but you allow that on your platform? You allow that to happen on your platform? It's Terrence Gangster Williams' platform, but
I understand people go to a platform as guests, but you can't just let them say anything without consequences. You gotta question everything. Let them know, like, God, that ain't cool. That you say that ain't cool. Had that outburst he had after, you say that, gonna get you paid anyway. Let him walk out. You be paid.
The interviewer did not sound like Terrence Gangster Williams, which is why I'm calling for Terrence Gangster Williams to fire that interviewer. Get rid of him.
Or the consequences of those decisions. But quiz because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. For real, he just say some disrespectful shit that people can't believe that he says sometimes.
Fake relationship dynamic, and then based off his fake scenario,
doing like some Jabber walking. He just say some crazy shit so that people can watch his whole interview. Then he'll put spotlight on everything else in the world and talk with some common sense. Like he says stuff like that to get you riled up. Then after he, man, I don't know. I don't understand. I had to watch the whole interview. 'Cause everything he said was weird as hell. Now I don't know if dude called him out about anything or not because I didn't watch the whole video. But from what Flacco just played, ain't nobody question that.
that he created in his mind,
I never.
Right.
he then stuck accusations on Nolan Wells. See, we don't need to dignify Nolan Wells being buck broken by his friends. We don't even got to dignify that because clearly his cap is nonsense, is BS, right? It's absolutely nonsense. But I'll blame y'all. See, Charleston White continues to do these interviews where he spew these nonsense, where he goes off on people, where he lie on people,
Right.
where he says the most offensive thing possible, even about the dead, because y'all continue to watch and enable him. Now, I'm not calling for anybody to be canceled.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm just calling for people to do better.
Which,
I'm not saying you shouldn't listen or watch Charleston White. I'm saying, can you not support or give Charleston White the attention when he does things like this? The only reason why he continues to do this is because he understands there's no consequences.
Right.
Like, he understands, at the very least, all y'all will say is, Charleston, that's messed up, bro, and then go right back to watching the next episode in the next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If y'all at least take away the attention he gives for doing things like this, he's gonna stop doing it. Yo, Charleston White did the exact same thing to Carmelo Anthony, where he disrespected Carmelo Anthony, he violated him, said the meanest things about him, and then when Carmelo Anthony was receiving a lot of favor and it was kind of like positive and lucrative to be on his side, Charleston White switched sides. Now all of a sudden he's pro Carmelo Anthony. He's a spokesperson for Carmelo Anthony, and then he switched sides again and went against Carmelo Anthony. Like, I don't know if this is just like the play to where he says these things about Nolan Wells, and then the family reach out, and then all of a sudden he has this kind of Jesus moment, and now he's a spokesperson for Nolan Wells' family.
All that shit
but
fake,
I hope this don't happen. Like, I hope the family don't fall for the bait. Don't invite Charleston White in, because yo, this is just too. Carmelo Anthony is one thing because Carmelo Anthony is alive and well, even though he's in prison.
Right.
But doing this to a kid who is dead, who you don't even understand the kid's cause of death yet, but yet you're saying because he was a quote unquote, or because he was a quote unquote tap dancing sellout, that's why he's dead, when you don't even know the reason why he's dead. It's flagrant and it's foul. And if anybody supports this, bro, y'all are flagrant and foul too.
Charleston White is a sellout.
He's sitting up there like the hoe. He ain't with his shirt off, with showing, bullying everybody like Adrian Broner do the white folk. He on there in the middle and all the way, and the way they talking to him in the water, let you know he was a weenie folk for that. Man, come on now.
So a loss of masculinity looks like.
What you mean a loss of masculinity?
What the fuck does that have to do with? Who cares if he gay or not? He's dead. What the hell?
Let's figure out why
he passed away, bro.
Who killed him?
And it's a suspicious passing. What the fuck does him? Whether he like
okay,
boys,
nobody
girls,
says
green, blue.
Whatever. Yeah, that's true. But, bro,
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Bro, he got murdered.
I can't take the grown man serious because one minute he Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and he's pro black people and pro this and pro that, and he doing all this quote unquote fake ass political shit, and then he turn around and be disrespectful as hell, and then come back around and say I was just playing.
Like he never had it, like you saying. He looked like
he looked like a gay athlete.
Nolan Wells had a strong father figure in his life, a strong father who taught him how to be a man. No doubt about that. Nolan Wells was described as a leader on every football team he was on, including his high school team and the current team he's on right now. Do you understand what it takes to be a leader of a locker room in football? Football is a gladiator sport. Football is a man's sport. Football is the most violent sport ever. When you touch a football field, it's war.
Yeah.
So if you are the leader of a locker room of men who are going to war, how can anybody question your masculinity? How can anybody question like what you're made of? And the worst part about this too, though, is me actually like, it's me actually responding back to this as if this is like not just nonsense. Right, like me actually giving like thoughtful, laid out responses about Nolan Wells, as if Charleston White isn't just making it up as he's. Charleston White is just making this up on the spot.
Yeah,
he's just speaking just to talk. He's talking just to rile people up.
He's a goofy, bro.
Now I don't know the person that was interviewing Charleston White, because that didn't appear to be Terrence Gangsta Williams' voice. Because so I don't think that was Terrence Gangsta Williams. But you also got to question the interviewer, bro. Like, son, like yo, Charleston White is one thing. Like, Charleston White doing what he does is one thing. But you allow that on your platform? You allow that to happen on your platform? It's Terrence Gangsta Williams' platform, but the interviewer did not sound like Terrence Gangsta Williams, which is why I'm calling for Terrence Gangsta Williams to fire that interviewer. Get rid of him. That interviewer had multiple opportunities, to step in and say, hey, bro, we're not doing that here, man. Sorry. We're not disrespecting this kid who just lost his life before we even found out his cause of death.
They don't get no fuck, though, because they don't care, because, like, the people who interview Charleston White, to an extent, they sellouts too. Because to an extent, it's like, you don't get no fuck that this man just coming on here saying nonsense, saying crazy shit, saying this, that, the third, because it's gonna go viral every time.
Money. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's no integrity behind that. I'm cutting that shit out the interview. Me personally, you not gonna sit on here and talk, because he don't do that on Vlad TV. Because he know Vlad will probably cut that shit out. Or Vlad, one thing I could say about Vlad is Vlad not gonna let no crazy nonsense go on his platform. You know what I'm saying? But that's a critique I have of, like, Say Cheese TV too. It's like, why do you let him? Okay, some of the shit he say, cool. If you don't gotta agree with everything. But why do you let him say some of this crazy ass off the wall shit that don't make no sense to nobody but him? It don't even make sense to him. He just saying it. And you keep it in an interview, you uploading it, you keeping this shit on your platform, you contributing to him being famous and cloud it up, you helping him get more interviews and more bookings and all this other shit. When it's like, he's saying some goofy shit. Shorty ass is a cancer to the black community, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And there was a lot of times where, you see Charleston White, sometimes he funny, whatever the case is, but for the most part, he's saying goofy shit. And the times where he's saying some real shit or some funny shit, it don't make up for all the goofy shit he say, because he say some goofy shit. Like, I say some shit that y'all might not agree with. I say some shit that y'all might not like. But you can't say that I get on here and just be disrespectful to motherfuckers, making up shit about people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my jokes be lighthearted and funny. Go on with it. If you don't agree with it, you get in the comment section, you go on about your day. You don't hear me saying disrespecting no dead people. Disrespecting people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's bogus.
Shit corny, gang.
Bogus as hell.
Disrespecting this kid days before his funeral. We not doing it.
He old enough to know better. Enough to know better, yeah.
Now, I'm not saying boycott the platform, because again, yo, it's Charleston White's fault, not theirs. They're just asking questions. But once these platforms begin to realize they're not going to get the engagement and the views they think, but in fact they're going to get consequences when they platform this, they're going to stop platforming it. They would just stop. If every time Charleston White comes on and disrespects somebody in this fashion, like disrespect a dead kid, and y'all say, you know what, bro, I'm not rocking with this, bro. Sorry, dislike, unsubscribe, we done with this.
Yeah.
Then eventually they'll tell Charleston White, hey, bro, you can't say this. Hey, bro, you can't go this far. Hey, bro, no, not today. Nah, stop, chill. But because we do not stand on business, we don't stand on code, right? We treat this as if it's laughable. He's going to allow to keep on doing this. This is just not cool. The kid, for God's sakes, is being buried today, and you're on a platform spreading gay rumors about him.
Right.
Saying, like he deserved his death, or he's responsible for his death because he's a tap dancer for white folks, even though we have no proof of it whatsoever. It's just plain evil.
And
it's just evil.
When I look at them pictures that they show us of him with them white folks on that boat, I say they were that boy. That's why they left him in the water, so that water can wash out their DNA. That's why everybody covering up. Everybody cool for the when
they got dropped back off. He was dropped off on lane.
They can see what's up under the hood. He already probably been over there with him, homie. Man, go back and I study body language. When I look at his body language, he's too docile and subservient amongst them people. And for them people to talk to him like that in the water, they had already been.
So you got that from a picture? How the fuck you study body language from a picture? It's a picture. It's a single snapshot of a half a millisecond of what was going on. How you know? The picture could have been him in the middle of leaning back, or in the middle of picking something up, or in the middle of blinking. You don't know what's going. Like, he's just saying dumbass shit.
Now the mama said that he chose to go with another group of white boys.
They man, that's why he jumping. That's why he boat hopping. Man, what? Go do that? That ain't gay. Just boat hopping, and they ain't got a bunch of white girls he chasing.
If riding on a boat is gay, then okay. Then you tell me, how would you have suggested the straight and heterosexual way for Nolan Wells to have gotten to the island? Should he have crawled on the water? Should he have hopped on the water? Should he have walked on the water? Should he have walked to the island? What should he have done? This is nonsense, bro. There was hundreds of people on the island. There was hundreds of women probably on that island. Nolan Wells was talking to a girl all night. Like, why go out of your way to disparage this man, bro? As if what he has endured is not enough. If the white supremacists are already going out of their way to, they've tried their hardest to make this kid look like he was a bad kid. But even the white supremacists couldn't try hard enough. They looked at every angle and every turn. Everybody loved the kid. Straight A student. Star athlete. No criminal record. So the white supremacists couldn't really find nothing. So now their only go-to is race hustle, race grip. Cool, I bet. So now Charleston White is giving the white supremacists ammo to go at the kid. Now Charleston White is saying the kid was no proof whatsoever. Why? Why are you doing this? I truly want to know, bro. Like, is Charleston getting paid to do these things? Like, why do this? Why?
Right.
Why say these things about this kid, man?
Exactly.
Who is paying you to do this?
What's the point?
That loose go be on the boat with a bunch of white girls. But that loose booty on the boat with the white boys. Every nigga he run around. He got what he was looking for.
Yeah, he didn't go after no women.
Yeah,
some more.
Oh, yeah, nigga.
He agreed on it.
Everybody been calling in that boy and left him in that water, hoping that
interview going along with it.
Real good. They don't get the DNA. Why do you think it's such a mysterious cover up?
Yeah, but I say you feel this, so you don't feel there's a mystery here. You feel this is, it's pretty straightforward.
If me and my friends do something, we go cover it up too. So what's the mystery? This is normal human behavior.
No. What?
This is normal human behavior, nigga. This is what you call, this is tribal behavior.
But a black man go missing in 2026, surrounded by a bunch of white boys. Is that not concerning?
For who?
For the young black man.
No. Hell yes, it is. Black
people don't go missing often. This
bullshit.
This is,
come on, found.
Yeah, this is a isolated case. And this really, the LGBT need to be involved in it. He got to be one of them. He wasn't what kind of sports he played. I heard Benjamin Crump say the boy was a fine athlete.
Water polo, I don't.
Yeah, boy probably was a swimmer. So he swim fine. Not if they've been pushing that off in him, boy legs tied.
What?
Come on now.
Oh, terrible, yeah.
Man, listen.
No, he played football, but whatever.
Man, come on now.
I don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
He'll let him do it.
At all.
Just like any other that's chasing the. He'll end up in some crazy positions chasing the. This no different. They can't give us no explanation what he doing with these pink toes. And they ain't in the water with him.
He having a mad rant right now.
Yeah, he lap hopping.
Nolan Wells' family got.
That's why bro got the papers, yo.
They got to set an example, bro. You can't just come on this internet and just lie on a dead man, bro. That's out of bounds. Now, Nolan was hanging out with those white kids not because he's a tap dancer. It's because he grew up in Ocean Spring, Mississippi. 95% white.
Right.
Who do you think he would be friends with?
Right.
Right. The black folks who are not present. Now, his best friend is black.
Yeah.
Like, his best friend is black. So he did have black friends, per se.
Right.
But those black friends also have white friends, right? Yo, the population is like 90+% white, so of course he got black friends and white friends, okay?
And white girls and shit.
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys
Let's see what the comments say. I think Charleston Whiteass is a goofy.
Yeah, he is.
Say anything that keep his name in the mix. Exactly.
He got them psych papers for a reason.
Dead baby. He did it before.
Whatever Crazy House said he did it.
Sometimes the internet makes the wrong people famous and gives them credibility. No cap. All Charleston White cares about is going viral, regardless of how disrespectful it is. The love of money is problem, not having money. His ass is corny. His ass is a corny, crackhead looking old nigga.
He done made enough money to change it up by now. He's stuck in character. Like
a grown ass man wearing a stocking cap with a front hat and a t-shirt. What are we talking about? He looked like a 19-year-old rapper. Nigga like 45, 50 years old with 2 kids. Like, what are you talking about? But like he said, as black folks, we allow him to be. Once we cut off his pay and his engagement, it's over with, and no, the families needs to sue. I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of you called him Unc and co-signed him and made him what he is now, like it wasn't clear then. That's true too. Even me, like I never really liked him wholeheartedly, but I've agreed with some of the shit he said. And you know what I'm saying? It just gets to a point where we gotta stop talking about him. Stop.
I agree with a lot of shit he said when he makes sense, but it's like it's two different sides of him, you know. He been around the internet too long. That's why we picking at him now. Like we seeing what we don't like. Like yeah. This that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We picking now, but y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all think that they gonna cancel on, or y'all think he's just gonna do another interview and make some common sense, say some more common sense shit, and make niggas watch him again. Then just do it again. Say some other crazy shit. But I'm telling you, this happens every time a black person dies. He always trolling. It's been a good ride, y'all. Peace out.